Welcome to the banks of the Red Cedar, where there's a school that's known to all. Its specialty is winning. Boy, do they hope the Spartans play good ball. East Lansing ready for this showdown in home-standing Michigan State. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Wisconsin Badgers taking on the Michigan State Spartans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Spartans will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Wisconsin's offense will get the first swing of the game. And here comes the big fella, a staple. Attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
Plows through the defense. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Little touch pass to the receiver. Shows him the stiff arm.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Quick completion on the out. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That's a good-looking throw, and I know when we talk Wisconsin offense, we're always talking about running backs, but they've seen their fair share of QBs too. Darren Bevel back in my day, Scott Tolzien had some success, and then, of course, Russell Wilson also. This guy right now in this game, he needs to get himself into a rhythm, and if he gets there, he's dangerous.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. With jet sweep pass. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Man, this guy is exciting to watch. When he has the ball in his hands, he can make magic happen. They're going to throw it to him. They're going to hand it off to him. They're going to get him the ball in a variety of ways, and they're doing it early in this game.
And the Badgers are rolling down the field. No, he just flat ran over it. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite him.
He's going for it all. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. The Spartans offense will take the field for the first time. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be peeking that way from the free safety position.
Yeah, he's been watching the film. This dude in the middle, man, he can light people up. So you can't tiptoe. You got to be aggressive and run in there. But this was a pretty interesting matchup today.
And I love safeties that make receivers think. Make them know they're going to be there over the middle of the field, and you better think twice about catching that football.
The play action fake. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
The Badgers in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete on the right side. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And how about the confidence? This coach is very confident. 4th down, backed up in my territory, inside my 20, and you go for it? Wow, you better get it, and you did here. So great coaching.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Wisconsin's had a long list of great running backs, but those big fellas up front, that's a pipeline to pro football.
Unbelievable. Joe Thomas will be proud. Just paving the way, just physical. They always can block the run game so well, and they're going to establish it. Every game Wisconsin plays, they're going to run the football.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Makes him talk to the hand. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Feeling some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer. They were able to get the sack.
Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got him, and they convert. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of down.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Badger. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff. But putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll give it to the back. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's got the tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not.
And it's picked off. Bringing it back. At the 30. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. The give to the back.
Really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They worked full. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Oh, he left him grabbing. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
The Badgers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Middle Tennessee made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing in Murfreesboro.
Fires to the tight end.
Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Trying to get to him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Spartans decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's a return from midfield. And the returner will be brought down. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. They've been up and down the field, Dayton, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Touchdown, Badger! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit, and if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You know, as an offense, when you're trying to complete these tunnel screens, you're going to have to be able to negotiate some of these defenders near the line of scrimmage. They're all looking to swat it away. Good job by the defense there.
Throws to the tight end. And that pass intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. He'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Using his legs, it's Graves. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Looking for room at the 30. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it, and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big...
Just steamrolling his way through. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
2nd and short now after that completion. He's looking to throw. Going deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there. And you could tell just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that one.
Unloads to the wide out. It's complete. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And the Spartans will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Tosses it incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Fires toward the end zone. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in East Lansing. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Spartan Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the 2nd half. On the run. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field, looking for a productive play on first down. Give to the back. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The give to the back. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47th.
And I know it's not sexy, but those little runs just keep you on your heels, keep the sticks moving, making you understand, like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be patient. A lot of offenses aren't patient. They get too big play happy, wanting to force the ball down the field. This offense is staying nice and patient right now.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
He finds his man. Got enough space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And the Badgers come to the line in the hurry-up. Snap it to the back. Touchdown, Badgers! And the stomping has commenced. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
35, Michigan State, 0.
From inside the 10-yard line, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll try the right side. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this.
Touchdown, Wisconsin! And the pummeling has started. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't.
Off he goes. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Michigan State. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll try the run. At the 35, he's got room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. He didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Jet sweep to the receiver. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business.